Attention, attention, attention. This is Teen Yet Number 9 Yankee Uniform Echo announcing that the net for tonight, the recording has begun. T1NYUE.
Attention, attention, attention. This is your town at sea of today. This is your net controller, Tiny number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. If you're wrong and you'd like to do a check-in right now, you may do so now.
Teen Yet Number 9 Yankee Uniform Echo. Put me last.
Net controller acknowledged Tiny number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo. Is there anyone else who would like to sign in? You may do so now.
Tin number 3, Whiskey November Golf.
Kenya number 4, Lima Echo India.
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Net controller acknowledges Tiny number 3, Whiskey November Golf. Tiny number 4, Lima Echo India. And Tiny number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. It's good to have you on today. Is there anyone else who would like to sign in at this point in time? Please, come on, you may do so now. Okay, then let's get a start, and I will do a call out in a couple of minutes after we go through the first two contestants. So, today's topic is what is your favorite dessert? On line chat today, we were having a discussion about different desserts that we all enjoy. Wingsaja and I was discussing about different cakes, and it got me thinking to speak about what desserts do we really enjoy. Something that we maybe not overindulgent, but a dessert that we just can't go probably like a week or 2 weeks without. Something that really gives us a lot of joy in the heart. Brings back a lot of good fruits and blood in our hearts. So let's start off with Tinyat number 3, Whiskey November Golf.
Tin number 3, Whiskey November Golf. So there are actually like a few things that are like desserts that I think personally for me that kind of put me in a good mood. American wise, it would be Boston cream pie. Um, I don't like chocolate, so I just kind of scrape the chocolate off, but I eat the white cake and the cream in the middle. Um, and then like in terms of like Asian stuff, um, I think for me, my favorite one would have to be it's called paletao. Um, and it's like a rice cake, like kind of think of like a mochi, but you cover it in coconut. Sometimes the middle has filling, red bean or like, coconut in there too. But it's made out of rice flour, like the mochi kind of part, and then covered in coconut and sugar. And it's like a really easy dessert to make. And you steam it, and it's just fluffy kind of and squishy, and that makes me kind of happy because as a child I couldn't really do much when it came to cooking, but that was like an easy dessert for me to make because I could always just get rice flour and just like, make it. Even if I didn't have coconut, I just eat it like that with sugar, and it was just so easy, so simple, and it was something quick like to eat because we didn't have like popsicles or like candy in the house like that unless my ex-dad was there. So yeah, when ex-mom was there, it was like not a fun time. Like there was probably like TV dinners and vegetables, but you kind of had to make do with what you had. And that one was like a very easy one to do and quick. So, and plus you can also make boba out of like the rice flour too. So, you know, yeah. Back to you, Tinya, number 3, Whiskey November Golf.
Tenured number 2, Charlie Otokoff. That sounds pretty interesting. Let's throw a little bit of like a bonus question into this here. What is one dessert that you would like to share with Sajwan? Something that you think that he hasn't tasted before, but you think he would enjoy, and you don't necessarily have to know how to cook it, but something that you think he would like. Back to you, Tenured number 2, Charlie Otokoff.
Tinya, number 3, Whiskey November Golf. We definitely got to go to Red Ribbon. I bet you he's never been to Red Ribbon because that's where all them cakes we were talking about earlier. And, they have more than just cake there. They got, like, other Filipino stuff. And, I'm very picky when it comes to desserts. And, only the best for my Cebu, he got to go to Red Ribbon. We got to go to Red Ribbon and try it because it's the best. There's ube, there's coconut stuff, there's mangoes. Top notch. 10 out of 10. And I think they also have halo halo there, and that, so good, So if I don't gotta cook it, we go in there. So Red Ribbon, anything at Red Ribbon. So yeah, back to you. Tinya, number 3, Whiskey November Go.
Then yeah, number 2, Charlie Hotel playing golf. That sounds pretty good. I've never been to Red Ribbon. I have been to Texas Corral or some type of corral. The first one I went to was in Virginia, and it's like a kind of buffet kind of vibe where they have all these different assortments of food and like a whole section for just desserts. Like it's just any type of dessert that you want or that's a part of the American aesthetic and diet, it's there. And I was like, oh crap, this is pretty cool. As you were talking about Red Ribbon, that is what kind of popped into my head. Okay, let's move on to the Grim Reaper, Tinyat number 4, Lima Echo India.
Tenyat number 4, Lima Echo India. Greetings everyone on the net, Sajong Gijang, and yeah, when it comes to dessert, I don't have I don't eat I don't like discover a lot, but I remember like I would say one of my favorite would be like it's kind of like I think it's an Asian one. It's like a coffee cake or no, more like it's like a Jello-ish. I think they use Jello with coffee in it, and you keep it cold, and it's exactly like Jello. I say that's one of the dish I like. Another one would be it's kind of like you mix with egg and milk in it, and you put it in the freezer. And I say those are the type of dessert I like. And I would say another one would be a sundae, like kind of like vanilla ice cream with like banana, cherry on top. Yeah. But I have quite a few memories of a few dish that's like hard to get to. Like it's not exactly like it has meat in it, but not exactly like it's kind of like a snack dessert. One time we had a pork brain, pig brain, and we fried that up, and it was like all how would I describe it? It was kind of like kind of a little bit chewy, a little bit, not exactly, but yeah, fried pork brain, and then one time I was in a vacation in Vietnam, and I was wandering the street, and they had mice and rats, and it was on a stick, and then they put sriracha sauce on it. It was roasted. I look at it. It did smell good. I don't remember I ate it or not, but I had like there's these like little balls. It was spicy and it was on a stick, and yeah, I ate that. I don't think I eat the rat, but yeah, if we go back, I might try it. I don't know. It'd be like it's like a bunch of rats on a stick, and they had sriracha sauce on it. Tenya number 4, Lima Echo India.
Number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. You just described a very wildlife type of exotic dinner, or I don't know what it is, but it sounds like wild meat, and it made me think of like stuff in the Caribbean that people also eat. It's something called like well, basically one of the things that they usually have as like a delicacy to some degree, depending on who you're speaking to, is an animal called an iguana. And these things get really big. Like if you ever been to Florida, like these things are like little raptors. They actually look like they could be in a Jurassic Park movie. They get really big, and they catch them, they cut them open, and they kind of season them with like lime and shadow bone, like a whole bunch of different seasonings, and they eat it. I've never tried it because I thought it was disgusting, but yeah, I you made me kind of think about that. And also the rat thing. There's like a rat. Well, it's not a rat. It's like a family to like a rodent. It's called like a goatee. It's from the Caribbean as well. A lot of people eat that. It's like wild meat, but it's not a rat like how you think about a rat. Because when you're speaking about rats that you saw, it made me think of the plague, like in Europe, where people was dying. But yeah, it's a rodent called a goatee, and it's very big. It's like a little dog. It gets super big, and they actually eat those as well. A lot of those things you'll find like in the forest or like outside of the city. I would assume it's the same thing for you from your country of birth. But before we pass the mic, you give me like one dessert that you'll probably want to recommend to Sadran so he can try, because you know he has a very expensive teeth. Back to you. Ticket number 2, Charlie, hotel, trying to play golf.
Huh. I would say like whatever I have tried, Sajan's probably already tried it because I'm kind of new to food, so yeah, that kind of be hard. Yeah, something like he hasn't tried before. Probably Wing, like she has a lot more experience, but me, yeah, something. I'm not sure, but I think I went to a restaurant like, and they had like birds, like pigeons, like it was all fried up, and yeah, I think I had that one once, and yeah, I think it's not bad at all. I would say them pigeons. Tinya number 4, Lima Echo India.
Ticket number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Pigeons, you say? Yeah. I think I've probably eaten a pigeon or two, but not by request, because I've ventured into a couple of Chinese restaurants, and the size of the chicken was looking like a pigeon. Like the leg was looking like a pigeon. So I was like, yeah, if it looks like a duck, it quack like a duck, it probably is a duck. Okay, so let's do another call out. Is there anybody around who would like to sign in? No, you may do so now.
Unit number 2, Delta November Golf.
Unit number 2, Delta November Golf. I was just thinking about you. I was thinking, where is Ding? Where is Ding? Happy to hear your voice. Is there anyone else who would like to sign in at this point in time? You may do so now. Okay, let's move on. I'll do another call out before we hand the mic to Sadran. So, the next contestant is going to be Tinya at number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Ah! Did I win? Am I next? Okay, I guess I'm next. Good evening, Net Controller. Good evening, Shajans, Gijang. Relative to desserts, well, over the years, my palate has changed. When I was younger, it could be literally straight sugar out of the bag. I was happy with that. But as I got older, it got better. So I learned more about a culture. And, of course, at special times of the year, we would have things like coconut cake, yellow cake, sweet potato pies, different kinds of confections, all different types of flavors, mostly Americanized. And then as I grew, I wanted to experiment more with other types of desserts. Some were very sugary, others not so much. And I learned after eating a lot of Chinese food, one of my favorite desserts was the fried black sesame ball. This is a fried confection. It has a black sesame center. It is very sweet. In some cases, it can be about the size of a golf ball, but it's very good. I also enjoyed coconut rolls. These are lightly baked confection rolled into like a cylindrical type of pattern, and they're eaten fresh. Usually, they're very, very good. They are somewhat similar to the French Purette type of cookie that you find in French cooking, but it is much more of a coconut flavor, and it is found in a lot of Asian kind of desserts. My most recent love now is a strawberry rose frozen confection that has the shape of a rose with a coconut cone, and it also has rose liqueur in the middle of it. So that's my new love for right now. Back to you, Tingette number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. That song's exquisite. It sounds pretty fancy. I've never heard of anything like that before. Is it? Well, I'm trying to get a sense of what it is. Probably you mentioned it and it went over my head. But is it like a something that's? What is the texture of it? Back to you. Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tingette number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Perhaps it'd be better if I described it this way. You have an ice cream cone. The cone is chocolate. Inside that chocolate cone is chocolate syrup. Inside of that chocolate syrup cone is a confection of frozen, like an ice cream. Inside of the ice cream is a syrup rose center. And the ice cream is also strawberries and cream in the shape of a rose on top. Back to you, Tingette number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
So basically, it's basically ice cream cone. That's pretty fancy. That just sounds like to me, but it sounds pretty good. It sounds really nice, actually. Yeah, I'll definitely have to Google it and see where I can find it. Okay, we're going to the chefs of all chefs, the kings of chefs. Tingette number 2, Delta November Golf, with your expertise in food and the culinary arts.
What is the question again? Back to you, Net Control. Tenet number 2, Delta November Golf.
My apologies, Tenet number 2, Delta November Golf. I forgot to tell you the question. So, what is a dessert that you enjoy, something that you look forward to, maybe not very often, once a week, once a month, once every 2 weeks, however long you think you can stay away from it? One dessert that really fills you with a lot of joy, no matter what is going on, good, bad, in between. Once you get that dessert, it's just like, it's like a cloud. It puts you in a cloud in the air, just floating by. You can tolerate and put up with anything. And the second part of that question is, what dessert would you recommend for Sajran to try? Back to you, Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenet number 2, Delta November Golf. Jajang Gijang, and greeting everyone on the net. I'm not a dessert person actually, but I saw a dessert. All right, I have a case display in the front of the when everybody walk in. So they saw my dessert like chocolate ganache, Oreo cheesecake, strawberry cream cake, fruit tartar, chocolate dome. So many there, So it's eye sketchy, before they they come to the restaurant, eat, and then they look at the dessert first and like, okay, I'll come back for this. So, yeah, but it's actually my favorite dessert actually is Black Forest. It's a one time my friend made that one, and he put too much rum in it. So we finished. I think I take a couple bite and ending up like one slice, but it's no wonder everybody after that is like laughing so hard and everybody like having a good time. And I think she just told us like after being a couple hours there, and then how come everybody laughed so hard? Like, oh yeah, she said she told us that okay, I put like almost a half bottle of rum. So like what? Yeah, but it's I think the Black Forest is good. So and I think there's another one. It's like a ice shape like that, like a in Korean or Japanese they call bingsu. I think that's pretty good. I might recommend that for Sichuan to try. So bingsu is the ice is already like mix it up with like milk. So it's like when they shave the ice like they make it like a mountain. And in the bottom they have like they put it like a boba, taro, grass jelly, red beans, and on the top they put like vanilla ice cream, green tea ice cream like that on the top, as a topping. So yes, that one is pretty good. Yeah. Back to you, net controller. Team net number 2, Delta November Golf.
Number 2, Charlie Hotel. Golf, you didn't describe what is Black Forest. What is the texture and what does that entail? The minute you said Black Forest, immediately I thought, is that like a drink, alcoholic drink? And then you mentioned your friend put alcohol in it. So I'm assuming it's something of like a party fever. So give us a description. Back to you. Senior number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Team net number 2, Delta November Golf. It's like a chocolate cake like that, like I think like a rainbow cake like that, like it's kind of like that. It's a cake, but they put inside they put like a cherry, and then like they are also mix it up with like a kind of chocolate like that. So and also they put like they blend with rum, but I guess she putting too much, so. It's a lot of rum, and you felt like so hot, like your body after you eating it. But when the other bakeries sell it, it's not like that. So you just have a little bit rum, but it tastes really good. Back to you, net controller. Team net number 2, Delta November Golf.
Unit number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. That sounds actually pretty good. I'm not a big fan of alcohol because I don't drink, or I should say I would indulge socially if I have to, but I'm not a fan of like alcoholic desserts or alcohol in general. Just have a low constitution for those types of things. But it sounds like something I'll definitely want to try. I think I'll answer the question now and pass the mic to Sajran. I will have to say I like something called like a coconut sugar cake. It's not what you think it is. It's not made out of flour. It's strictly just made out of coconut shavings, sugar, and a couple other ingredients like vanilla extract and essence, and a couple other things. I just can't remember because my mom used to make it all the time. It comes out. The process is kind of like when you bake a cookie, just with all the just different ingredients, but the same process. You put it on a tray, and it's like in this little bulk. Well, you separate it like you're separating cookie dough. Put it in a little tray, and you bake it. And it's actually pretty good. There's another dessert that I like. It's a Hindi dessert. My mom used to make it as well, or my grandmother. I can't remember. But it's I just can't remember the name right now. But it's like a yellow kind of candy thing. But it looks hard like it's candy, but it's not candy. It's actually like the texture is kind of very softy, like you bite it into a straw. but a straw that is sweet, if that makes sense. I'll see if I can find a picture and put it online. It's actually pretty good. And a dessert I would recommend the Sajran. I would say if you haven't tried red velvet cheesecake, like that is my recent obsession. Well, I shouldn't say obsession, but it's something that I discovered like last year. And I was like, wow, this is pretty good. Like, we have this bill in my life. I was like, wow, this is really nice. And I can't remember where I got it. I think I either got it in Walmart or the commissary. But yeah, I was amazed. I've been through half of my life being in my 30s and never tasted that before. And I was like, wow, this is pretty good. So yeah, let's pass mic now to Tinyat number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo, Echo, Echo.
Hi, net controller and everyone on the net. Well, it's my turn. Um, I will give you a very different answer, some kind of unexpected answer. So before I begin with my answer, though, Cheng, do you have the intention of getting the talkie yet? Because your sound tonight is really not as good as the other people. Uh, and I thought it was my problem. And then I was listening to the BB team, the high, and everyone. And it was yours. So your sound is always little muffled, like you're in a box, and then you speak faster sometimes, and it becomes even harder to listen to. Like I can hear what you say, but it's not comfortable. But when I listen to Ha, it's like it's comfortable to listen to, right? And even like Lay Side is like it's easy to listen to. But yours is like you got to stick up and really listen, that kind of thing. It's not comfortable, and it's not like a new problem. It's an old problem already. So your phone might suck. So yeah, plan to upgrade to the talkie will be a very good idea. Okay, um, for me, dessert is not that important or not that much in my mind. Like I'm not really like, oh, I need a dessert, that kind of person. But I do not like things that is too sweet. So when Besa John tried to get us the cake, she would really know what to choose. Like it neither had to be like some kind of cheesecake or something that is not very sweet, but I'm okay with like fruit, but not like sugary, syrup coated kind of fruit, like natural fruit on top is fine. But if you put like a whole bunch of syrup over it and all that icing and all that crap, then no, thank you. Yeah, like not too much a fan of like all that chocolate and cream and all that keto stuff. Not into too sweet. So yeah, when Pesachon ordered the kick over for birthdays and such, usually you'll see like things that are more like more adult, more adult, not as kiddo. Okay, they are not like super sweet stuff. Um, yeah, back then, like there was a time where she ordered one of the birthday cake. It was like super fancy, like they actually make a whole art out of it. So it's like they use sugar, candy, white chocolate, something like that to make a whole sculpture, and it looks like a bowl of noodle. And then you have to like cut open it, and then it turn out it's a cake inside, that kind of thing. It was really cool to look at it. It's like definitely tasty and nice looking. But it took us so many days to finish that because it was too sweet. So later on, she go by like the more like not as sweet type. And hey, it's not a huge cake, but guess what? We can like split it into 4 days. And so that one small cake become like 8 pieces, and that's that's our status with the dessert. We're not like the sugar person. But you know what? This is the special part. I feel that it's not really the food itself that actually make me happy. It's the person you eat with, and why you're eating that actually changed everything, because I have had a lot of like very fancy, expensive food in the past with my ex family, and I don't feel shit. Like I have ate like they have a super fancy meal. I remember it's like $200 Canadian per person for a dinner, and they have like all those fancy shit like shark fins and stuff like that. It was like a lot of fancy stuff. And then so what? Like I eat it like a normal meal because I don't have to pay for it, but I don't feel any happiness at all. It like, yeah, it's food, so what, right? But it's like, think about it. When I am having simple food with Kim Saton and it was like a good night, even if we're just eating like mac and cheese, it's very happy. I'm like totally fine with that. And there were times like, when Base Saton uploads some simple things, just like some Chinese style bakery, those bread. It could have like just corn, mayonnaise, or a sausage on top. It's very simple, and it makes me very happy. It's not like because the food is fancy, expensive, then it will make me happy. Definitely not. Like I am totally happy eating like plain rice and the bean curd and plus a little bit of spam is fine. Like I'm super happy eating that. It really depends on who and like what's going on. It's the whole memory that combined, and the food is just a delivery carrier. Like the food is like the truck. The whole memory around that time is the thing that goes in. So what makes it tasty? It's the thing. The truck, yeah, if you have a good truck and a good memory, of course it's nice. But even with like a simple car or a bike, it's fine. Like if the memory is good. But think about it. If you're just like eating, right? At the same time, it's all about like these disciples going nuts online, and later I have to deal with them, and this and that is like having internal conflict, and then this and that is betraying, and oh my goodness, like that year I was having hell, right? Like all the problems and people issue, and then it's like, yeah, I have good food to eat, like during that time. I definitely have food and they are fancy, but so what? It doesn't make me happier than when I was like eating rice and soy sauce. So back to you, DN number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo.
Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Yes, Adrian, I'll definitely look into the walkie. Probably a little later on right now because I'm looking at the finances. But I think I'm also compounding the problem by moving around too much. So I need to remember I need to have my phone in a static position and close to my mouth. So hopefully this is a little better and a little bit more pleasing to hear, because I could totally understand when audio is crappy and it's not pleasant to listen to. I could totally relate to that, and I could also agree with, yes, it's definitely food is a lot better when you share it with people that you definitely care for, and it makes your food taste a lot better, and it makes life feel a lot less heavy. That is the best way I could put it. And what else? You actually said a lot that really resonated with me. Having the most fanciest things in the world means nothing if you don't have the people that you care about to share it with. So, with that being said, the current time in Toronto is 6:02. No, sorry, 9:02. This is your net controller, Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf, concluding tonight's net. Thank you all for joining. Remember, you're always welcome to continue the discussion in the line chat room. The net is now officially closed and the channel is returned to normal use. We will see you again tomorrow, same time, same place, same channel. Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf, clear.
Tenured number 3, Whiskey November Golf, clear.
Tenured number 4, Lima Echo India. Yeah.
Tenured number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo, clear.
Tenured number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha, clear.